Hi, and welcome to our current installment of the Inner Circle wine tasting and club tasting. I'm Mario Mazza,
I'm Blaine Ballard.
and today we have the Inner Circle Club subscription club tasting for the whites for the Veraison shipment, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the second installment of our Inner Circle shipments. We've got three wines from our three wineries. They're all a bit different, but take on really nice characteristics and all pretty true to form. We've got a white blend, we've got a hybrid, and then we've got a classic Chardonnay. So we'll taste through all three of these and get a little bit of winemaking information from you, Mario, and we will see what we
And in
think.
in your packet you've got your tasting notes as well to follow along with some of that information. So the first wine we're going to start with is a Chardonnay from Mazza Chautauqua Cellars. And so Chardonnay grown in this region, we want to be very careful about over oaking. There's kind of a traditional, maybe Australian or California style that can be very oaky, big, bold Chardonnay. Our Chardonnay tends to be a little bit leaner, crisper, and we're much more delicate in terms of the oak that we add into this wine. So there's only a portion of oak, and that portion is barrel fermented and lees stirred, or the French would refer to that as batonnage. And so those lees are stirred in the barrel for a few months prior to racking that off. We get a nice creaminess from that treatment, but that's only blended back in and is a fraction of the ultimate wine. Again, keeping that oak in balance with the fruit characteristics for this wine.
Yeah, you definitely get a little bit of that oak, and the mouth feels great, but it finishes nice and clean, and it is really pretty crisp. That comes through on the palate. The nose is really nice.
Yeah, and that oak just kind of, again, balances through a little bit there. You get some of the flavor, but it doesn't dominate the fruit. The acidity in the wine really helps keep that, like you said, that balance or that crispness at the finish. And you get, yeah, some of that texture and creaminess from that yeast stirring. Those yeast break down during that time, and they release some characteristics into the wine that basically help round out and fill that mouthfeel.
Yeah, definitely. Very nice.
So for the next wine we've got, and this is coming from South Shore Wine Company, and that's actually, I don't think I mentioned that that's where we're situated today, enjoying the deck here at South Shore Wine Company overlooking one of our neighbors' farms. The Traminette that we're going to taste today from South Shore Wine Company is a hybrid variety. It was developed out of the Cornell breeding program. And this wine, or this grape, has parentage of a variety called Gewürztraminer. And Gewürztraminer, well-known Germanic Alsatian variety that has a lot of spice character to this. So when we're making this wine, it's really important from a grape harvesting perspective that we pick those grapes when they've got that optimum maturity in terms of flavor, spice, and character. And when we bring that fruit into the winery, we're very careful to actually crush and macerate that and leave it soak on the skins, because that's where a lot of that spice character comes from. So we'll actually leave that intentionally soaking on the skins with this white grape, which is unusual for most white wines. That's atypical in terms of what you would do. You usually wouldn't want to do that. This variety, it's desirable. It helps draw out some of that character.
First thing I noticed on this is the color on it. And that's probably from that extra time on the skins soaking.
Yeah.
Correct?
It picks up a little bit of that pinkish hue almost, and the berries have that hue that actually starts to change very slightly pink in the vineyard when they maximize maturity. So again, by leaving it on the skins, you extract that flavor, you do get that slight pink hue.
Yeah. Tiny bit of sweetness on it, but very floral aromas.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that really stands out about this wine is it's just so floral, perfumed, aromatic. It's just extremely intense in terms of the aroma. Very distinct, very varietal. And again, we finish with a little bit of sweetness. That helps balance out that spice, because when we're extracting the spices and character from the skins, one of the things that we have to be careful of is not to get too much of the phenolics out, which can create kind of an unbalanced finish, maybe a little harshness. We avoid that kind of tasting that maceration as it's in the press, and we're we're waiting to draw off that juice. And again, just balance with a little bit of residual sweetness that helps actually draw out some more of that floral and spice character on the palate.
Yeah, it's really great food wine. Nice for a spicy dish or Asian dishes or something like that. That sweetness come through. Yeah, I can see where that would work.
Yeah, I think that's actually a great pairing. Is this works really well with a lot of spicy cuisine, Indian or Asian. The third and final wine we have in our installment today is probably one of our most popular whites. It's Veraison White. This is an aromatic white blend, so it's a blend of Riesling, Cayuga, Vidal, and a bit of Traminette. The wine, we talk about it and we say, no frills, no oak, just the bare bones. It's really created to be a bright, fresh, refreshing wine. Got a little bit of residual sweetness, some great aromatics. You'll pick up some hints of the Traminette in there, but you're going to get some of the other varietal characters. And one of the neat things that we do with this wine is we achieve that residual sweetness by using something called sweet reserve. So we actually take some juice at harvest, keep that separate, clarify it, and we actually keep it in a freezer so that we can thaw that out then as fresh juice to blend back. And that brings back some of that just fresh grape aroma and natural sweetness back into this wine when we finish it.
All day on the patio with this wine for sure. Yeah, really nice. Still some nice acidity to finish it out and balance the sweetness from that back sweetening. Not overly sweet, but you definitely get a little. It's very balanced for what it is, and like I said, it's a good all day patio sipper for sure.
So we hope you enjoy these wines again that we've got from Mazza Chautauqua Cellars, Shore Wine Company, and Mazza Vineyards here today with the Inner Circle Club. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy it. Cheers.